I was on bed rest for around one year. Like, I was in a trauma for 6 months. I thought for a moment, I thought I am dead. I won't be able to land proper safely, or I will be alive.
Hello everyone, this is Swastiki Joshi, your host, and welcome to the new episode of Know Your Career by Letstute. Today we have with us Captain Shoeb, who was the first pilot in his district, and he is here to let you know and to guide you on how to become a pilot. So, welcome Shoeb. So, firstly, I want you to introduce yourself to everyone that's watching right
So, hi everyone, myself Captain Shoeb Shaikh. I'm a commercial pilot and as an aviation instructor where I help aspiring pilots to become a pilot. So basically, I'm having my academy where I help all the aspiring pilots to become a pilot. We have a one-stop solution where we provide all the information, guidance, and every all the possible details as well as coaching as well to become a pilot. So yeah,
now.
this was my short introduction. Yeah.
Okay. So, the first thing that I would like to ask you is why? As in, why did you choose to do this podcast?
Because I have gone through your channel, you provide the guidance regarding all the careers, different careers, and as this aviation becoming a pilot, very few people know about all these things. And I thought that this is the best platform for me to share my details, my guidance regarding pilot training. And I can through your channel, I can help many people, many students, many aspiring pilots who want to pursue their career as a pilot and then don't know anything about this field. So yeah, that's why it will be the best way to provide and spread information regarding pilot training.
So, can you let us know like what exactly a pilot does and what are the different types of pilots?
Basically, as everyone knows that pilot flies the aircraft, but flying an aircraft is not only thing the pilot does. Before flying an aircraft, for example, you are going from Mumbai to Delhi, there's a preparation a pilot needs to do regarding like all the routes, about all the documentation. We'll be looking about the weather and all the security purpose. So he's responsible for all the life sitting behind you because any single mistake will be leading him to cause danger to the passenger sitting behind him. So he's having a responsibilities of hundreds of passengers. So yeah, pilot is flying an aircraft. Now there are many pilots. Like for example, there's an Air Force pilot who work for a defense. There's a airline pilot. Like we all know about this thing that pilot means an airline pilot who flies in an airline. There's one more pilot like who's an instructor who's teaching students how to fly the aircraft. There are some charter pilots who are flying private jets. There are glider pilots who are flying gliders. So yeah, there are different types of these types of pilots are like mainly we know about Air Force pilots and commercial pilots who fly the passenger aircraft and all this.
Yes.
But there are different. There's an helicopter pilot as well. So yeah, who flies the helicopter? Yeah,
So, what inspired you to become a pilot?
like from my like when I was in my childhood only, I was having a passion of flying, and I get very fascinated after seeing an aircraft flying.
Okay.
So there's a story when I was in fourth or fifth standard. So I used to come to Mumbai. Basically, I'm not from Mumbai. I'm from the out of Mumbai. So my auntie lives in Mumbai. So I used to come to Mumbai to watch only aircraft. So
Okay.
whole day I was on the terrace watching aircrafts only. Only I used to go for lunch and dinner only. So like pilot is like something who is flying something different, and where there are many people who know how to ride the bike, car. Even there are people who rides or who drives train as well. But it was my thing was you are as a pilot, you are looking world from some another view. So yeah, that inspires me to become a pilot, and we have a very respectable job, as well as I like traveling. This is the main reason that I like as a pilot you will be flying, you will be roaming the world, and for that people will be like airlines will be paying you. So, yes.
So, what did you do right that you are in this field? As in, what all things you did to become a pilot?
Okay, basically after my 12th, you can become pilot after your 12th. Okay, so after my 12th, I did the name of the course is CPL, Commercial Pilot License. This is the licensing course So it is divided into two parts. Part one, you have to clear some examination. Part two is your flying training. So after that, I took an admission in any of the flying school, and I did my cleared my examination and completed my 200 hours of flying, and then you can get a CPL, commercial pilot license. Now you are eligible to apply for any airline. Yes.
So, what are some things that a person who wants to become a pilot should do, and what are some things that they shouldn't do?
See, the thing is, first of all, if a person want to be a pilot, after 10th, he should be taking admission in uh, science background. He should be having science background with physics, maths, and English. These are the very mandatory subjects to become a pilot. So he should be doing his 11th, 12th from physics, maths, and English in science background. Plus, he should be physically fit. Now, why physically fit? Because as a pilot, you'll be flying at higher altitudes. For example, 35,000 feet, 40,000. Over there, the atmosphere, the weather is not similar to what is there on our Earth surface. Because as height, our temperature, pressure, density changes, and it directly affects on our body. So if you're not physically fit, you can get fainted, and if you get fainted, you have responsibility on your back. So he should be physically fit. Again, he should be a good English communicator. He should be knowing. He should be having a good fluency in English. He should read, write, and speak in English. Yes. So these are the things. These are the main and important things. And one more thing, you should be more focused on your maths and physics, because in pilot and aviation subjects, these are the mandatory part, and you will be like in all the subjects there will be somewhere you'll be needing all the basics of maths and physics.
In your field?
Yes.
Okay, so what about someone who's done arts? What about them if they want to become a pilot?
They can also become pilot, because we have one more option. We have an option of NIOS. You might be knowing about it, National Institute of Open School.
Yes.
From there, you can give your physics or maths examination, or else if you are not from English background, you can give English as well.
Okay.
So with that also, you can become a pilot.
So basically, anyone who wants to become a pilot, and
He can
anyone,
become a pilot.
yes. Or all you need is like hard work,
Yes,
and you should know maths.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, what are some kind of struggles that you faced or setbacks that you faced while pursuing your career in aviation?
The main struggle was your see, the thing is, two things stops you to become a pilot. First, your physical fitness, second, financial. Because it is a little bit expensive course. So before that, you have to be. Even I faced same thing, because as many of people are from middle class family, and I was also from a middle class family. So I was like, it was hard for me to arrange money. There were times which I have to stop my training because of my financial issues. I have to arrange the money and all these things. And there was like, you have to be physically fit, because if you're not physically fit, you cannot become pilot. Because there was a situation where you might be seeing this mark. Like I got I met with an accident, and it was a very tough time for me, because I was on bed rest for around one year. Yeah. And and it was a very difficult thing, because all I was doing this was to become a pilot, and I want to look in that uniform. I want to be in that uniform, and then I was like working hard for that, and like I met with an accident. So this it was a very much difficult phase for me, because I was on bed and I was unable to move, because and all these things were like, it was a like a very trauma like thing. I was in a trauma for 6 months, starting 6 months. So yeah, and again, to become a pilot, I told you, fitness and financial thing. If you are good at all these things, you will be becoming pilot. No one can stop you to become a pilot.
One of our viewers, they asked us a question to ask you. So that is basically how much it costs to become a pilot.
See, the thing is, it costs between 30 to 60 lakh rupees if you are doing it in India. So between 30 to 60 lakh rupees, you can become pilot, because there are 32 institutes in India, and every institute have their own fees. So between 30 to 60 lakh, you need to become a pilot. If you have this much of amount, you can become a pilot.
So did your family always support you in your dream?
Uh, yes, because my father is like, whatever you like, you go for it. Before getting into this, I was in a rat race, stuck in a rat race going for engineering. 11, 12, I was having in my mind that I'll be going for an engineering admission in a good college. But the thing is, as I told you from starting, like from my childhood only, I want to become a pilot, but I was not knowing anything about this field. That's why in 11, 12, I took I was giving examinations, preparing for JEE main, JEE, and I gave the examination also. But uh, I was having in my mind that I don't know how to become a pilot, but I was having in my mind that I can become a aeronautical engineer. I went for that. I took an admission in some college over there, but I then again come back to Mumbai. I come back to Maharashtra, and my father is like, search some colleges nearby, like in Mumbai or Pune. Then I came to Mumbai. One of my father's friend, he advised me about, like, there's a college over there. You just go and visit, and you can go ahead with it. So I went over there, and there I came to know about this. So my father always supported me in this way. Like, I told him that there's a, like, it's very expensive course and all this. And he's like, what you think? You want to go ahead? You can go ahead. So they always supported me.
So actually, I did see the story about your accident. So can you share that with our viewers?
Sure. So basically, I went for a party like before, one night before. Over there, I was suffering from food poisoning. Okay, and I didn't had anything from last 2 days. I went for flying also. It is very like, you should not do that. But I was feeling energetic at that time. I was not feeling that much weak. So I went over there. I did my flying. Everything was fine. And then when I came back, I was feeling very much weak. So, and I called my father that I'm feeling very much weak, and he's like, okay, fine. You just get a car, get a cab, and come back to home. So I was just about to go over there with my bike. There was some place nearby. I was about to take the bike, keep my bike over there. There was one of my aunt was living over there. So he's like, hey, get your bike, keep your bike over there and come back. So I was going with my uncle, one of my uncle. He came to take me to home. So I was going over there, and recently, like, it was a very fast, like, I don't remember anything, but the thing is, everything was blackout while I was riding the bike, and I crashed into a tree. So yeah, with your uncle? Yes, with my uncle. So yeah, I crashed into the tree, and everything was like, I thought for a moment, I thought I am dead. And when I opened my eyes, it was like, I'm thinking like whether I'm in hell or heaven. This was seriously, I'm telling you, this was an incident happened with me. And then after few seconds, when my uncle tapped at me, and like, this was all, my eyes was closed and the blood was coming from here. He took me. There was one guy. He stopped vehicle over there, and he took me to the hospital. Okay, and then I went over there, and first reaction, like when the doctor was cleaning everything and he was starting giving the stitches and everything, I asked him, just tell me whether my eyes is working or not, because I'm more aware of, like, curious about my career. Like, it will be directly affecting your career, because if my eyes were not working properly, so I cannot become a pilot, and I have already spent a lot of money on that. So yeah, so first question was this, that whether it was working or not. Then my father was staying away, like my home was like 4 to 5 hours away from that place. So my father came and everything, and I was on my bed rest and everything, and then this was the incident happened with me, and everyone is like, at my home for first 1 month, they didn't show me my face. It was damaged. Yeah, yeah, it was that much damage. So, I would like to ask you your first experience as a pilot, and what was your best experience as a pilot? See, the thing is, my first experience as a pilot, I never went with a flight before that. I sit in an aircraft to learn that aircraft. Yeah. So when I, like, it was my first landing experience. So basically, if you will ask any pilot about his experience, the bestest experience is solo, when he's flying solo. So basically, what is solo? Solo means you'll be flying the aircraft all alone.
Okay.
It's
So
a check.
usually there is a co-pilot.
Yes. Usually
Okay.
there's an instructor who is a co-pilot with you. He'll be teaching you everything. Yes. So the thing is, when I was flying solo, I just took off. And when you, there's a checks when you see left clear, front clear, and right clear. When you look at right, no one is there. Seat is empty because every time you are flying with an instructor. And then I shouted a lot because it is a basically check is your first check, like where it's the first examination and first step of the pilot journey.
Hmm.
There is a wing you might have seen the wing on the left side of a
Yes.
pilot. That is a solo wing.
Okay.
You get that solo wing. So it was my best experience. I did all my circuit, and when I was coming for landing, I was little bit nervous because
Hmm.
first time I was landing alone.
Okay.
I came, I landed. Everyone, when I parked the aircraft, everyone came. They were clapping, and everyone came and meet me, doing congratulations, everything.
Hmm.
That was my best experience. And as a pilot, you'll be looking world from your another view.
Hmm.
Like no one is looking with from that view, and you have the best views. Yeah. So whenever you do take off, if you are in tension, you have stress. Once you lift off your aircraft, every your anxiety, your depression, your stress, it just went off, and you just only focus on flying.
So stress reminds me that one more of the viewers, they asked, like, is your job stressful?
It is stressful because if you're not present, if you not have a situational awareness, and one mistake or 1 second can take you your aircraft, like it can descend you 1,000 feet or it can descend you like how it can climb you 1,000 feet. So yeah, it is a stressful job. It is not that because you are having responsibility of your life as well as people sitting behind you. So it is little bit stressful job. But if you love your job, it is not that much. So you have to have your all attention. Yes. While you're driving. Yes. Okay. So have you ever faced a very stressful situation while flying your plane? Yeah, there was one situation. Basically, I was flying with one of my instructors. We were going for cross country. Cross country means you are going to some other place than your airport, and you will be landing over there, and then you are coming back again and landing at your airport. Okay. So I went for a cross country, and it was monsoon. We were stuck in a weather. There was, I think, it's a patch of CB. CB means cumulonimbus cloud. It is a very dangerous cloud. Okay. So there are very few chances that you'll be coming alive from that. So when I was flying the aircraft, we unfortunately we stuck into the CB, and for 20 kilometers we were in CB. Like the thing is, it was a situation like someone is throwing water on aircraft on your windscreen with bucket, and everywhere every like the clouds were full blackout. It was a dark thing, and it is like someone is pushing aircraft downward. Like I was within seconds, I was losing 2,000, 3,000 feet. I was control. I was just holding the control arm backward. I was just pulling it with all the pressure backward. And it was a situation like I thought that I won't be able to land proper safely or I will be alive. But with God's grace, like after a few nautical miles, after a few nautical miles, we received a call from Surat to descend. We descended from it, then we landed over there. And when we landed over there, the temperature was around 16 degrees Celsius when we flying. So there was a situation that your fuel also get freezes if the temperature decreases. So it was the worst experience of my life where I was like, but I was confident that today I will not die because I am having many plans in future. So today I would be dying. And with my with confident, me with my instructor, we landed at Surat. And then next time we never went into that cloud at all because when we are doing visual flying, you're looking out and then you're flying, you're not allowed to go into the clouds. So and mostly we avoid flying in the monsoons because it is a very dangerous situation. as you can encounter any of the sea cumulonimbus clouds. There will be thunderstorm, rain will be there. Rain causes your visibility to get low.
So, what is the most interesting part of your job?
Flying is the most interesting part.
Yeah, but there must be something particular that you enjoy the most.
I enjoy landings and all. It is a very difficult task. Like landings are very difficult. Okay, a single mistake can take your aircraft out of the runway. So, but I enjoy landing because I enjoy the task with challenges. So yeah, there were the situation I landed in low visibility as well. Yes.
Thank you everyone for watching. This was the part 1. We'll be coming very soon with the part 2 where we'll discuss about the process of joining, the license and so much more. So stay tuned.